Morning. It's 4:39 a.m. August 27, 2018, Eastern Standard Time. And it looks like, yeah, they're still manipulating Bitcoin. And the top price that they'll allow, 6,700. Wait until it hits about another $5. You'll see a huge, all of a sudden somebody will want to sell about 50, 60 Bitcoin. Watch. What do they tell you? 59. He just put it up there. Okay, guys, let's talk about where this market's going to go. I think you're going to see the market cap hit $1 trillion. Why? Well, places like Deutsche Bank have domiciled within their bank mostly all the $50 trillion worth of toxic derivatives. In other words, they're carrying a big sack of shit. So what do you do with a big sack of shit that you don't want? It's festering. It's zombie derivatives that nobody wants to invest in. What do you have to do? What you have to do is liquidate it for pennies on the dollar. Take those dollars and dump it into crypto. They're not going to do it all at once to 50 trillion. They're going to start doing it by 1 trillion, which this market could absorb. You're going to be sitting here and what? You see this cycle where it's went down. Everybody's psychologically damaged. But what's going to happen? How do you get people to come in and invest again? You got to go where the people are investing. 80% of the millennials are not going to those Charlie Munger, Bill Gates, and Warren Buffett markets. They're coming to this market. So what they're going to do is liquidate those derivatives, take that cash, dump it in crypto. A huge pump. You're going to see $1 trillion market cap. And then they're going to do the same thing they did December 9th. They're going to dump it. And then they're going to pull $2 or $3 trillion out of the market. And then their toxic derivative debt would be down to 48 trillion. And they're going to keep doing it over and over and over and over. A lot of people are going to lose their money, okay, because they're not going to know when to pull out. When you see it hits an unbelievable price, this time people sell. Wait till they bring it down and buy back in. It's going to take them several years to do this. You're going to see these huge, maybe it's going to be every 6 months. Pump and dump, pump and dump. These will be institutions actually pumping them. They're going to liquidate their toxic derivatives for whatever they can get, for any kind of fiat on their market side. Then they're going to take that money, dump it into crypto, pump it up, and rescue themselves from the toxic debt. That's the way they always done it. When they had toxic, all of these derivatives collapsed. The housing market derivatives collapsed. Where did they come for the money? From us. Raise the taxes. Take their tax money. Bail us out. So now they know with Trump in here, they're not going to get a bailout. Trump's going to give them the thing and say, you screwed up. Well, like the rest of the people in this country and the world, you screw up, you have to pay the price. You're on your own. So what's going to happen now is that they're going to go to where the money is. They're still going to get to us. This next pump coming up is going to draw so much attention to it. And Bill Gates, Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett are going to sit there and say, oh, we were wrong. But behind the scenes, they're smiling because directly they're going to be pumping our market and extracting all wealth out. You got to be careful. You see this thing pump up where the market cap hits 1 trillion. Don't think it's going to last forever. Look at the RSI, see when it's overbought. When it hits, get rid of it. Don't hold on to it. Take the cash. Believe me, it's going to go back down. If the scheme works and they make $1 trillion, they turn it into $1.5 trillion or 2 trillion, they're gonna do it again. It's what you're doing is you're misdirecting that cash, some of that cash flow to yourself. You're gonna take advantage of that. Pay attention. Charlie Munger, Bill Gates, and Warren Buffett do not fly in when their time's worth millions of dollars a second. All sit in the room for no reason at all. Every second of their life is devoted to making money. They wake up in the morning, the slippers they put on their feet has something to do with making money. I do believe they understand that millennials invest, that they turned around and did a survey. And the survey said millennials aren't investing in stocks and bonds, traditional markets. They're investing, 80% of them investing in crypto. Right? They don't want their money used to make bullets, bombs, and kill people. They invest in crypto. The fiat paper mache market's falling apart. Everybody's dumping their U.S. treasuries. That's a scam in itself. The story of the U.S. treasuries that you see domiciled overseas, and that everybody's dumping, what they're doing is they're opening up. The Fed is opening up offices in foreign countries and buying their own debt and creating the illusion that they're toxic, that their debt. The treasury bonds, U.S. treasury bonds, are still domiciled overseas. What they're doing is buying these bonds that the foreign countries are dumping and keeping them domiciled overseas to create the illusion that our debt bonds are worth something. Now that $20 trillion in debt, I'm telling you, they're going to use crypto to liquidate that debt. They won't do it all at once. They'll pump the market to $1 trillion, then they'll extract. They'll dump it on everybody. December 9th was part of the program. That's why Charlie Lee and the Bitcoin, the Litecoin Foundation went and bought 20%, 10% of a bank. They want to cash in on this. They're going to help liquidate those toxic derivatives. They're going to use that WEG bank as a conduit to basically take those toxic derivatives and liquidate them to save the economy. That's what they're up to. If governments are overburdened by all of this toxic debt that they hold, they have to get rid of it. They have to liquidate it. And I'm telling you, they're going to liquidate all of these bonds, junk bonds again. They're going to liquidate them for pennies on the dollar. Then they're going to take that money, dump it into crypto, pump it up, and then they're going to dump it down again like they did December 19th. Mark my words. These guys got toxic debt. Now they have something to do with it.